We've invited you to talk about artificial intelligence. What's your relationship? Where's the connects to artificial intelligence?
There is no connection. Or rather, my son really knows about artificial intelligence. I have no clue.
Okay.
So that's the connection.
He's telling you a fib, but
my interest is project management. My interest
I like the fact that you're committed, because I know a lot of people who were into project management who are now putting another flag up, which is also okay if they want to do it. Right. But I like the fact that you're sticking to your guns and say, no, project management is my home.
Right. My AI is my tool.
Yes, but what I like about it, and that's also what you didn't talk just about that, but you talked amongst others about that. You compared to a lot of project managers have not been sitting on your hands. You've actually been studying the material and said, okay, what needs to happen, right. Okay? That's right. Which I think, if I can kind of jump ahead, this is my personal sentiment, and I think a lot of people have this sentiment. We are just constantly being inundated on Instagram and on LinkedIn. You're a loser. I'm going to put it into simple language. You're a loser because you don't know about AI, and AI is coming whether you like it or not. I recently saw an Instagram post from Mark Cuban, my lookalike, my wishful twin.
I thought I was talking to Mark.
Well, you're talking to Mark, the wrong one. But he said, companies that don't adopt artificial intelligence are going to go the way of the dodo. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's completely true. I don't know if that across the board can be said for all industries. And the other thing, which I'd like to kind of discuss with you, is also in what time frame are we talking? But I personally feel that a lot of the decision makers are completely out of their depth when it comes to artificial intelligence. I think most people don't really know what it is other than ChatGPT, and it's much more than ChatGPT. We constantly hear the danger of generative AI is going to take over the world and we're all going to be its slaves. That's such a small percentage of what we actually need to be talking about when it comes to artificial intelligence. And I want to kind of pick your brains, what your thoughts, because you've looked at some of this and I find you well versed in it. By the way, just for kicks, what I did is I sat down with, I just kind of badmouth ChatGPT. I actually work with it. And I'm following yours and Alyssa's guideline. I'm always polite to ChatGPT because you never know when it comes and starts looking into your bank accounts. Right. So I said, well, since we're going to do a conversation about ChatGPT or AI, actually, I'm going to ask ChatGPT if it can suggest some questions that we can ask, and I thought it was fine. And here's a shortly, we don't have to go through all of them. Ethical considerations of AI, impact of AI on employment. I think that's a hot topic. We can talk about a little bit. AI and decision making, interesting. Sustainability of AI development, I don't know. Bias and fairness. Global governance. Future of AI and human internet. I think that's interesting. I think you might be able to say something, at least from a project management perspective. What innovations there are, literacy. We don't have to go through all these. Are any of these jump out at you?
I mean, they're all very actual topics. They're all the topics that are very relevant. Honestly, most of those topics, there's a lot of stuff online that you can read. AI and ethics, yeah, sure. But why, excuse me, is it very different in other areas? Are there any areas in your professional life where you say, no, ethics doesn't really matter here, right? So why shouldn't it matter in AI? Of course it does. The question is, what problems does it generate? What issues are we then touching? And if we look at those, then it goes through all of the other questions that you had, right? What's the ethical approach of using these tools relative to the job market? What's the relative, and so on and so on, right? So it's a little bit of transversal thing. I mean, we could. Which one do you want to go first?
You know what? I think since we focus on project, program, portfolio, and PMOs, also general management stuff when it comes up. Maybe you can talk to the project managers out there who might say, listen, Max, can you give me some kind of heads up? How is AI going to change my project management, my program management, my PMO?
You know what? How about I tell you what I did? And then everybody can decide whether it fits with them or not.
Yeah,
right?
good.
The way I see it is I'm still interested in delivering value to my customers. That's what a project is about. That's what I'm interested in. So the question is...
So your premise hasn't changed and your objectives haven't changed.
No.
You're just using AI as an accelerator.
My values haven't changed.
Good. So you have a compass. Very good.
But I can now, there's a new tool. Let's see if it's useful, right? And I'm looking at AI as a tool. Okay. So I'm not talking about AGI and what might come. I have no idea. I'm not in that field. I have no idea if there will be an artificial general intelligence. I assume so because everybody's saying there will be. And I don't know what the implications
I don't know if
of
we're going to want it then, but that's a different story.
Right.
Yeah.
I am talking about the AI that we have now.
Yeah.
Right. Or rather with what we call AI right now. So this stuff here, these tools that we have, this is what I'm interested in. And I'm interested in seeing if it can make the life of project managers more successful. And honestly, the answer is absolutely yes.